Right, and they put the lime in the steak.
Mystery beef.
I had one of my Mexican homies show me how to make it. He put the little lime in there with the
The kind of soda junk.
Nah, it's like Oh, you ain't even say that right. Don't do that.
Bro, look, I said how I cut.
You said who? Say that again, bro.
That kind of soda.
Nah.
He fucked you up.
Carne. Hey.
Say he had
Carne.
it.
Carne asada. Carne
Carne
asada. Carne asada.
Green.
Welcome to Real Nonsense. I'm one of your hosts, JC.
PGE.
Jay Clark in the building.
And we got a special guest with us, Mr. Library Guy, Mr. Kankakee,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shake the Fear, Mr. Ambition.
Hood hero.
Hood hero.
From the bottom.
Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Oh man, what's up? What's up? This is Kent, the library guy, Wade.
Yes,
It's
sir.
an honor to be here and to rap with you fellas, man.
Excited.
We got to have you here, bro.
Had to have a
Way back.
like you said, a hood hero
Bro, for real.
in here.
For real.
Said
You're a
hood
legend,
hero.
bro.
Man.
Somebody that could, because you know we
I
be having,
actively say shape my life, bro.
right. We be having younger. You know, we've had other guests and younger people,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we needed. Because I told y'all in the chat, I was like, we want somebody older, maybe a pastor. It's like,
That boy said,
maybe that's a little too.
Don't say older. We needed some veteran leadership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I like
The boy
that.
that
Veteran
been here for a
leadership.
minute.
I like that. I
Bring
like
Lamar
Library
in.
guy.
All
So,
this.
I mean, who better to call than Kent?
Man, I receive it, man. There's so many other people you could have called, you
Yeah.
know, but to get that call is humbling, and then again, man, it's accountability. So,
Mhm.
you know, that's it, man.
Mhm.
That's it. This is home. We got gyms, and
Mm.
you know, I'm shaking my own fears. So appreciate y'all for having me
Yeah.
step out of my comfort zone to talking to a mic, and there's nobody in front of me.
Yeah.
Physically.
It's weird, bro. It's weird.
Physically.
That
Yeah.
should change over time.
Right.
We get used to that shit, you feel me?
But I mean, this past week it's been, I feel like, a lot of stuff going on. Like even yesterday, I was just looking at my phone, and it wasn't even just a situation that me and Jay Clark was talking about, but it was like a series of stuff I just kept seeing on Facebook of just stuff that's going on, all the way from like the Travis Scott concert to people here in Kankakee going through stuff like finding people and
Bro,
like
it do seem like a lot of wreckage and whirlwind.
man,
right now.
a lot.
For
It's
some
a
reason.
lot of stuff going on right before holiday time, which I don't think is normal. Normally, this stuff is going on throughout the summer, like where it's a lot of chaos and a lot of stuff going on. But
Right,
this
right.
past week, like even like the Travis Scott situation, now it's a lot of because I was watching some stuff on it earlier. It's a lot of like misinformation out there about. Did y'all hear about what happened at his concert?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like.
Enlighten the viewers, bro. If they ain't
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Well, so Travis Scott has a festival, a music festival called
Mhm.
Astro World, and I think it's in Houston.
Hey, somewhere
I think
in the
some-
It's a
somewhere
big
in
deal
Texas.
too. Astro World
It's
is
a
like
big deal.
big deal
People
every
really
year.
slide to that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
50,000
50,000
people.
people. Yeah,
50,000
50,000 people. And so
Mm.
it was the first day of the festival, last performance, Travis Scott. It's his festival.
sure.
So during his performance, I think 8 people died. Now, I'm not sure if all 8 of those people died during his performance or if it was a span throughout the day. And some people broke it down. So, like, in festivals and music festivals, we know you have different stages.
Mhm.
So sometimes, depending on, because artists are artists, or not even just artists are artists, but at events, we all been to concerts where things are running behind, things are late. Like, that's normal at any event that you go to.
Human error.
Right. So what happens is at these festivals, someone is at stage B looking at an artist or watching and going there to view an artist that they have really gone there to see, or somebody that either they may know or whatever it is, another artist that they're a fan of. They wrap up at, let's say their set is supposed to end at 9:00. Travis Scott starts at 9:00. But their set doesn't end till 9:20. So now all of those people are trying to just finish off that set and then run over to stage A where Travis Scott is, and then and that's how you get a
They were saying,
stampede.
bro, like you said, stampede. They were saying they were running over people.
Mhm.
They were saying that all those those 8 people weren't like grown people. Those were kids, bro. Like,
Well,
like
one of
some
them was
some
one of them
9,
was 14. No,
one
that's
was-
not true.
What?
The youngest was
One of
14.
them
The youngest was 14.
You sure?
Mhm.
The
The youngest person was 14 because he paid for
So
all.
this happened aside from the other stuff that happened. I
What?
thought this was all about Travis and there was people walking around stabbing people with some stuff or something like that.
No, this is his
Man.
concert. 8 people died.
Bro,
Hold on.
his concert wasn't even a concert. It was this mosh pit, bro.
Running back.
Man,
Yeah.
What I read was that there was someone in the crowd like stabbing people with something. I read this, and that's why people was on stage and people was in the crowd passing out. Like, is that just completely?
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't-
misinformation.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
that's
bro.
I didn't hear that.
misinformation.
That's wild, though.
So
Where
and
you
then
at?
like
Where
I-
you from? Where
so
you
why
from?
was
Wait, what
people
was the
just
source?
passing out? Like,
stampede. So
Bro,
it was
heat
mosh pit.
exhaustion,
Some people were in mosh
Yeah.
mosh pits,
After-
but
yeah.
if you've been
So
to, have
much
you been to
go
a
on.
festival like this, like where
Hell
it's
no,
because
that's
it's
not
general,
bad.
it's not is there's one section for VIP, but of that, I want to say they said at least 90% of the tickets were general admission.
So it's like people
Yeah.
on top of people
Yeah.
so
outside.
what I read was just
Yeah.
complete.
Yeah.
Congested.
complete-
So
Just
about
they-
about 40 to 45,000 people just in one area. Just there's no seating.
Yeah.
It's just an open field.
open field.
and it's kind of like mosh pit vibe, bro. So everybody like
Yeah, Travis Scott got
look,
definitely
yeah.
got the
look,
rock
whooping
vibe.
it
Yeah.
up and like doing
Yeah.
doing crazy shit with their bodies and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just a dangerous thing to be in. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
So why was they blaming? I don't see why they was blaming Travis Scott.
Because
Blame
the
the
face and the name.
Blame the
Yeah.
event.
He the face of the name. You know.
It's the same reason they was blaming Donald Trump.
I mean,
So it's
What does that mean?
literally the same.
I mean,
The
out of
same-
nowhere.
So
Talk to me, bro.
so it's the same reason that people said it was Donald Trump's fault is because the people he empowered to do the things that they were doing, whether it's to break into the Capitol and do all of that stuff, he was inciting all of that stuff. He didn't physically
How was
say
Travis-
break into the Capitol.
How was Travis Scott inciting stampede?
If
that
you-
wasn't even
Right.
Trump's fault. That was the weirdos blaming Trump. I'll say that.
No, I'm saying throughout his presidency, what Donald Trump did is he got the votes that he knew he needed to get to win the presidency. So there were things that he did that incited certain violence in different areas of our country, which was, I think, more dangerous than anything Biden can do, because what he's doing is he's empowering those. He's basically highlighting racism in America. That's what he was doing, even though
That's
his
dangerous.
absolutely,
Yes, bro. Breathing
absolutely
life into it, bro.
highlighting.
It's breathing
Hey,
life into it, bro.
right.
Because if it's pressed down for so long,
You got me with that. You got me with that last line. You
Bro.
said what Trump was doing was more dangerous than what Biden could ever do.
I wouldn't say whatever,
But I'm saying, though,
I wouldn't say whatever do.
Biden's doing nothing.
Right.
So
but
what's more dangerous? Bringing light
what's
to it
more
or
dangerous?
doing absolutely
Riots
nothing
where
and
Kyle
ignoring it?
Rittenhouse is in court right now for killing people that were at a protest during Donald Trump's presidency because of police brutality. And not saying that all of this stuff is Donald Trump's fault. And that's why I'm saying it's equated to it's similar because Travis Scott didn't make those people run up to the stage. But
Bro, it
if
kinda-
you look
it
at
kinda
the
like-
energy,
Trump out of office. Y'all gotta stop blaming him, please.
No,
Bro,
no.
It kind of give like extremists like a mogul, bro, to put like behind like this is a force that I can like stand behind. I did this in the name
So
of
what do
You feel
extremists
me?
do when no one's telling them to do anything? What do extremists do when there's a substitute teacher? in the
They
building?
still
in the
try to
back
be
and they
extreme?
hide.
don't-
Look.
just like them.
Yeah.
Or do they just act without any type of person? You don't think extremists are still being extremists right now? You don't think racism?
They don't
is
have
still-
nothing to be.
I-
If
I-
they don't have nothing to be
Well,
extreme
what
about,
bro was saying like he was just saying like in recent years, like he was saying, bro, before all this Trump shit was happening, it was that racism we was kind of pressing that down a little.
No,
bit,
it
bro.
was just being
He was-
suppressed.
and it was
It was just being
the Trump
suppressed.
shit-
That's
the
why I
Trump
tell
shit
bro.
made it okay.
Trump was the best thing that happened to
was breathing
America.
life into
Trump
it.
was the best thing that happened to America. Because if not for Trump, we'd still think everything was okay.
no,
Like we'd still think we was.
I
We'd
agree.
still
I feel
think
that.
Obama was enough.
I
We'd
agree
still
at
think
this
we
point.
made it.
But
Hell
Trump is
nah,
also the
bro.
same reason that a
Say
white
that.
person can drive by me with a Trump sticker and flick me off for no reason.
Bro, they could do it anyway. You think
I
they
feel
would?
like they was gonna
They
do
was
it
doing
anyway.
it anyway, bro. I worked
They
at
was gonna do
I
it
worked at
anyway.
Taco John in Bradley, bro. And my manager was younger than me. I went to high school with him. I
Mhm.
damn said his name on here. He was younger than me. He was my manager.
Uh-huh.
He came to work with a Confederate flag on his trunk and asked me if I liked it to my face, bro.
Mm-hmm.
After I
that.
put in my 2 weeks
Yeah.
notice. He
Call
knew 2 hours out of
Call
that.
him out.
So don't, bro. And that's before Trump was
Call
in
his
office.
name
That's
now.
before
So what?
Obama was in office.
And that's why I say it's very similar. Because I'm not saying that it's Trump's fault for all of the racism that happened in that time. But Trump gave them a vehicle and he gave them a movement to say, get behind my name. If you racist, get behind my name.
He just highlighted it, and I appreciate him for it.
Go ahead, Ken.
Because everybody thinks it's
I didn't vote for neither Biden nor Trump.
Yeah, me neither. I
You
voted
know,
for
shout
Joe
out.
Jorgensen.
shout out, yay.
Man. shout out, Killer Mike. I wrote in Killer Mike and Keenan
Yeah.
Love.
Man, bro.
Yeah, I put Kevin Garnett in 2016.
Fuck.
Kevin Garnett. Who did I put on the? I don't know who I put for vice president.
That boy Kevin Garnett would
but-
be dunking shit in the president's
Man,
office.
straight like that. It would.
Right.
Wait.
Slam his shit.
I agree on both. I agree on what you're saying and the balance there because, like, if you follow Trump, if you've seen Trump like over the years and decades, for him this was just a milestone.
Yeah.
It's something that he always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
cool.
be president one
Right,
day, and I
right,
did it.
right.
And so the way he's always had this underlining racist point of view. Even take it back to the Central Park Five and how he said they should have been executed. You know what I'm saying, for a crime they didn't even commit. And just the other stances that he's had and spoke about. Now the thing is when a person becomes, it's like Kankakee. I didn't vote for the current mayor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wasn't too fan of how the energy was to get the former mayor Chastity Wells out of the office. At the same time, this is my city. So regardless of who the mayor is, like whoever the president was, I still had a responsibility to do. And as a people, as black people, black and brown people, Aboriginals, Africans, we had a job to do regardless of whoever was in office because we're changing the systematic structures of our communities, not just the government level. And like you said, Trump was that face for people to stand behind and say, well, this is how I feel. Trump said how I've been feeling. Let me rally behind that. Just like when Obama was in office. Black people got a little bit more gutsier about saying certain things.
Yes, I
and-
can.
Man,
Yes,
man,
we
you know
can.
what I'm saying? So that's just what happens. And so like with like you said in the comparison to Travis Scott, he is the face, he's the name of Astro World. You know what I'm saying? It's in his story. It's in his who he is. The incidents that I have read from public media, like mainstream media, you know, like CNN, you know, those a little bit more credible in a sense.
Right.
And I use that in air quotes.
Right.
Because we don't know what happened. You can't control humans.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that, you know, had this been a hard rock concert, you know what I'm saying, or any mainstream white individual, white artist that get their crowds hype and something like that happen, this energy of targeting him wouldn't be as large as it is. And when you're talking about a festival, when you talk about the makeup of a festival, and then when you talk about the rock culture, drugs, alcohol, sex, like all these things that take place, you know what I'm saying?
Dangerous environment.
It's a dangerous environment to begin with. You got mosh pit, like you said, 40,000 people all on
in one
KCC's
area.
campuses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let's
Travis
talk
Scott
about
he's a rock artist too.
Bro,
That's
bro.
what people,
But
people-
Jay
bro,
Clark,
he's
The
not-
only reason
I
they talk
rapper.
about it is
I call it
death, bro.
a little hypocrisy because just last week, was that 2 weeks, last episode,
What you talking about, bro?
he said you
Travis.
said
What was he saying?
that artists, hip hop artists,
Uh-huh.
incite our generation, our young kids, to do things that they should not be doing. So now, when it's reversed and it's Travis
This is
Scott,
true. This is very
that's a
true.
true statement.
right?
But that's
so,
what-
but it's Travis Scott. So when Travis Scott is inciting things like "Unleash your beast," "Unleash," like turn into like
You want to get to the real.
Talk to him,
What-
bro.
Travis Scott don't make music for us.
no, I know
Travis
that.
Scott. Travis
That's
Scott
why it
is a
was-
rock artist,
that's
a
why
pop
it was-
artist.
why he
Travis
think
Scott
he
don't
pop
even
music,
target
bro.
black people.
Popular music.
Right,
Travis Scott don't even
I'm
target
not,
our
but I'm not
market,
talking.
like-
I'm saying I'm as a musician. I'm saying what music does to people.
So
Like
what-
musicians and artists know what they want to get out of their consumer and out of their listener.
So don't. Whoa, you called me a hypocrite on record. So let's get it. So
Okay.
what am I being hypocrite
No, I'm
about?
So you're saying that it's not
Talk to him, bro.
Travis Scott's fault.
Heck no.
But-
I don't.
But
it's the
how? So how
music.
can you
It's the
blame hip hop
music.
artists for the things that the younger generation does? Whether it's killing, whether it's sipping lean. How can you
It's in
blame?
the same
It's
Those-
the
how can you blame
music,
those?
bro.
But
It's
how?
not- it's not. It's the music.
Right.
I'm
But
not
he just
blaming
said
the
that
individual.
he just said Travis Scott music would incite those feelings in the people. You feel me?
I didn't say it did it. I never said it
But
did.
you just said
But
the
you can.
music.
But I'm saying
It's the
it's
music
okay
that
for you to
incites-
blame the futures of the world. It's okay for you to blame all of them.
Bro, I'm
for,
blaming the industry. Future, what's Future's real name? I'm not blaming John Smith, whatever the hell. I'm blaming the persona that he is. I'm blaming his role in the industry that is hip hop. So I can blame Travis Scott and his aura. And I didn't even go there for that. I think it's a problem with people who don't think it's an issue in the music. Like, it's quite obvious to me. If you see the clips and scenes from the concert, you got fire dragons and angels.
Absolutely.
Bro, I can't even look at that. It's obvious to me that there's something demonic going on there.
Absolutely.
And it's coming from the
Hey,
music.
did y'all see
It's not coming
did y'all
from
see
Travis.
That picture? Did y'all see that picture?
I like
of,
them.
Like the Renaissance
Them
picture.
I appreciate it.
The Renaissance picture that was like next to the Astro World pic, where it was like the Renaissance. I guess it was like it's supposed to be like an entrance to hell, or like the gates of hell, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like an old dude mouth opening up and like spiraling down like down there like column. It was like a column.
I didn't see
spiraling
that.
down.
I saw.
It was
So
like,
what
like,
the?
ain't this shit happening.
So what the
I saw
what the entrance to Astro World?
It's on Facebook. It's on Facebook.
I
You
What-
seen some on fire.
But
That's
what the
I-
entrance to Astro World
That's me.
mimicked? No, what it mimicked was Jimmy Neutron because it was the exact same. So it mimicked Jimmy Neutron. Remember the Astro World? It was like a carnival park that they went to in Jimmy Neutron. If you watch
That was the
They,
name
they,
of it?
they had an Astro World. His documentary, I believe there was a theme park in Houston called Astro World
Yeah.
when he was a kid.
Mm.
And so he took that Jimmy Neutron futuristic
Yeah.
vibe. But and to further that conversation, you got to think in order for this festival to happen, you got to go through the city, you got to
promoters, all of it. Yeah,
promoters, you
yeah.
got to go through the police
the
department, fire
organizers,
department,
all of that. Yeah.
organize it.
Yeah.
So let's set the stage to say that the people that's going to hold him accountable said that this type of energy is welcomed in this place. We know what's happening. This ain't the first time.
Well, because they
Astroworld-
want to make that, and that's what we was talking about with the hip
and
hop.
it's no
They want to
different
make the
than
money.
But that's
it's no
not-
different
This is
than
the-
Kiss
this-
or
this-
any
Look
other
at-
rock group.
Go ahead,
This
go
is
ahead.
also the Mickey D's meal guy.
Yeah.
This is also the 10-12
It's all
endorsements guy.
tying
Yeah.
in.
This is also this. Let's
It's
not
also
forget
all
how much
tying
money
in.
that he probably brought into that like performance alone, bro.
Absolutely.
Think
It's
about all the
deeper-
revenue he
it's
brought.
deeper than the music.
50,000 people bought tickets specifically for this man.
Yeah.
Maybe you feel me?
Yeah.
Look, that's a lot of bread. That's a lot of cash, bro.
I seen somebody
You
from your generation that put on the book. They was like, they actually shared. Somebody was
What
like,
do you mean?
Travis Scott don't make music for black people, basically.
I
Or
think I
they said
know
like
what
they
you're talking
said like nobody listens to Travis Scott or
about. I
something.
think-
Yeah.
my
And he
homie-
shared it,
my
and
homie
then
said
my cuz was like, cause don't nobody listen to him. But like Travis Scott does not target the demographic of black people. He targets
Right.
white people.
Right.
That's why there's white
Well,
people at his
He
concerts.
I feel like he target people who are a fan of rock, people who are into drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people who have the dark, almost
Yeah,
like how
energies.
Eminem was. Even though he was a white boy crossing over, Eminem had that. He spoke to that darkness, that pain that you had.
I think,
And
bro.
and I feel like that's what Travis Scott talks about
I
is
feel
his story, his pain
Mhm.
with drugs, with
Mhm.
alcohol, and how he's.
Yeah.
And I feel like that market is more popular for white kids.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of black kids. Like I rock with Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying?
We can
But
talk about it like just
it
on
came
like
from
a
black kids.
music tip, Camp, bro. Like think of the type of music people rock with. Like you said, like a lot of black people don't rock with techno,
Yeah, yeah.
futuristic sound and shit. That's a lot of trap shit.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
all right, like that, little sounds and little shits like that.
He'll
like,
get a hit
over
every
techno,
now and
shits
then
like that,
because of the
bro.
sound, the
If
difference
he
in
hop
music.
on if he hop on a bridge carrier, or a fucking what they call it, a gate barrier,
Gatekeeper?
gatekeeper. Yes, bro. I
Uh,
don't know why I'm not.
But
my
you
brain
pair
fart right now.
Travis with a Drake or a Future.
Like
or
I said,
whatever.
a gatekeeper,
Yeah, he
bro,
gonna,
that'll
it's gonna
walk
be a
him
hit.
into that. Okay, this is a hot song now from Trav. This is a hot hip hop
okay.
song now from Trav. But if he don't have that, bro, he just another tech dude that's like rap.
Travis Scott is if Kid Cudi just blew up. Like same similar like if. But
Yeah.
Kid
He
Cudi,
make
and
soulful
new Kid
music,
Cudi
though, bro.
different than where Kid Cudi was
I can't-
going. Kid Cudi was going down that like drug deranged like path, but he kind of reverted back to some normalcy, if you will. But Kid Cudi was on that same path, like
Right.
just drugged out, like
Irregardless of if he makes music for us, what I was hinting at, and he does take some blame. Not all of it.
Come on,
He
son, blame.
definitely takes some
I
blame.
won't take any of that shit, bro.
He takes as the artist that it happened during his festival, during his set.
Right.
He takes some blame in that. You can't remove him
say
and say
no.
he has nothing to do with that because we know
No,
what.
I say
Like
no.
I
The
said,
only way I
Like
would have
self-blame, maybe.
the only way I
Like,
would have taken
you know,
blame
like,
as if like
Damn, I
damn.
wish we would have. I don't know. Transition
because
times
it's
better,
all a
you know?
facade.
Right,
It's
like
all
this,
that's
you
like
know, little shit
blaming.
like that.
That's like blaming Tariq. That's like really being mad at Tariq on the street, bro. Like you seen them memes, like. I don't-
no,
That's
bro,
like-
it's a facade, bro. Rap,
Stop it.
hip hop, not real, bro.
Like stealing on
Like,
Tyreek.
it's
you know?
different. It's different if it's like J. Cole on the stage, like, and he's really in like
Bro,
verbally inciting you to do something. But like the aura of hip hop, the aura of music, I should say, not just hip hop, music, rock, bad hip hop, like all of that is controlled, bro.
So-
bro,
He's
Jay
being
Clark, I feel
controlled
like
too.
this,
and he
bro.
being controlled by the dollar. He has to do it.
I feel like
We
this,
already
bro.
talked about that.
I can cut it as dry as this. That's like Kent slapping Jay Clark, and Jay Clark looking at me like, Rue, why you ain't stop him?
No,
Why
you
ain't
cannot
stop him, bro?
equate-
I'm like,
you cannot
That's the same
equate-
thing. If I'm cutting it
No,
straight dry,
no,
I
bro.
see it more
That's
so as
the
a
same
movie.
thing.
Like
No,
I
no,
see
no,
it more
no,
so
no,
as
no.
blaming
No.
the actor for how they
No.
acted on stage.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
You
Okay.
you
I
blaming
didn't win
you
it.
blaming.
So
I
not
could've
to
did
get, but not to get
I
spiritual.
could've did anything
Do
to
you
stop
you
that.
know who Lucifer was, right?
Bro,
You know why he was. You know why he became the devil.
It goes back to the music. Is that where you going?
Yeah, but he became the devil because his music was
To control
influential. It controlled people. Music still does that today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
it controls people. And so when you talk about a Travis Scott that he incites anger, he incites rage, he incites
Nah.
manic episodes. He incites that stuff in his
But
music.
it's for
like,
the dollar.
clearly.
It's for the dollar, right? We talked about that.
It is.
So we
It is
know
for the
'cause
dollar.
y'all said we
Yeah,
don't talk
I
about.
ain't saying-
Y'all
Yeah,
said.
Bro said-
Y'all
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
if
He
it's
said-
bills on the line and if it's $1 on the line, you would make that
Yeah,
change to
and
move
so
forward.
you also get the
Y'all
consequences.
said that,
Right,
so
I
we
agree.
want
I
to.
agree, but you also should reap the consequences of you making that dollar.
But I also personally said that
Man.
if the dollar was too strenuous to be made, I wouldn't make it. Like, you feel me?
Nah, if-
if I had to do too much
Right.
to get that
Y'all
bread, I wouldn't
said
do it.
y'all said give me that blood.
I'm not saying on
ink.
that
No,
line, bro.
no,
If I got-
no,
if I gotta start talking
no,
about demons
that is
and
not-
selling
that
my
is
soul.
not
Because
what I-
it's
Nobody's
like
doing that, bro.
it's like with hip hop. It's like with hip hop. You know,
Mhm.
we talk about drug culture.
Mhm.
Hip hop is rap,
Right.
and it's a part. That's a part of hip hop
Mhm.
because hip hop is a culture. It's
Mhm.
a community.
Yeah.
The rap that's famous now is drug induced, pain induced, sexually driven,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and introduction,
Mm-hmm.
and it's programmed at a younger age. It's just put to a hip hop with a thumping
Beat.
bass.
Mm-hmm.
And the only
Bass to
difference
that
is that thumping bass and then the techno,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mhm.
elements. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's like it's
Because
it's the dollar.
so you think the same thing would happen at a John Legend concert?
At
Hell
John Legend?
no.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Because John
Because his
Legend
music is
Oh,
it's
so
not-
thank you
it's
for
different
proving,
type of
that's
targeted music.
proving my point.
It's an R&B concert.
That's
It's
proving my point.
how is
That's
that?
proving my point.
Nah, prove it, prove it, calm.
Because you
the
said
music
you
incites it.
you
That's the
said
music incite the
you
emotion,
so
bro.
you said
So you
that
should be
at
faulted for
this
the
would not happen
incitement.
at a John Legend concert because his music doesn't influence you to do those things, right?
And if
That
he
is
made,
correct.
if he made the music to entice or like get you to feel a feeling, I mean, then I guess that.
Bro,
That's
he's-
and
and
that's
but
why I'm
what I'm-
And
all
if you,
I'm
if
saying
you make
is-
music
I hear
that
you,
shows
bro.
story, if my story is pills
Yeah.
and this and then
Yeah.
this, I'm suicidal, then am I really inciting you by telling you my story?
no.
But if
So
I'm on
what
a track like, yeah, I'm mad,
yeah.
and I'm really angry,
Right.
and I hate all these people.
No.
They be making songs like that.
And
No,
people who are angry that hate people are gonna be like, yeah, fuck with
No,
them.
right, and so what
but
I'm
even
saying,
if-
I'm
even
not
if I'm a
saying
chill
that
dude.
Travis Scott gets all of the. I'm not saying that.
Uh-huh.
I said he gets some of it. It's not entirely his fault of why those people died. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying he played a part in that. He definitely played a part in that because it happened at And like we just said, it wouldn't happen at a John Legend concert. It wouldn't happen at a J. Cole concert. It wouldn't happen at a lot of other
Probably would
artists.
happen at J. Cole concert.
I don't.
I can
So
see
know.
we get.
Hey, J. Cole got some
They
good songs.
getting
bro.
herbed out.
got
They
some-
getting herbed out at J. Cole
Right.
concert.
But
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
But
the Henny might get them.
we
but
wouldn't.
True.
We wouldn't see
it's
that
different
at
elements. It's
we
like
wouldn't-
Snoop. You go to the Snoop, like they got a concert coming out, Mount Westmore, Too Short, E40, Snoop, and Ice Cube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right, you people vibing like it's the culture of what.
now
what
the
they
younger,
bring.
now the younger version of them in their concert, if they came to Chicago, that the gangsters probably would have been out there too. So it would have been a different vibe
and
in
we
the
wouldn't.
90s.
But even like
versus-
like if we can continue to name our Chance the Rapper, we wouldn't see that at one of his shows because his music doesn't do that to you.
Yeah, true.
His music doesn't make you feel anger or rage or
yeah.
like a man,
Destructive.
like a maniac or anything like that.
I don't
but
know. When I listen to Travis Scott, I listen to him when I'm working out.
well, I don't listen to
When
him.
I'm, you know what I'm
But-
saying? Because there's certain songs that, you know, I'm like, I got to get through this. I got to push through it. Now, if I'm in a,
Give me
if
meat.
I'm depressed, if I'm sad,
Give
I'm
me
not,
meat
I'm
to
not,
push
I'm
through.
not putting that. I'm not listening to him because of this. Because like you said, when you see certain things, hear certain things, you're allowing your spiritual openness to be open. You know what I'm saying? And everything has to have an assignment. Everything has to have a purpose.
We're all agreeing with each other though. Like
We are.
it's
What's
in
that?
the music.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Bro, what's the last Trav Scott song you listen to?
I was trying to name one. To be honest with you,
I'm
like
thinking in my head right now, bro.
Scott,
I got
Travis
one.
Scott.
I got
I don't
one.
listen.
I
I don't
got
listen
one.
to Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. I would have to look on my phone. I know I have some of like somewhere.
What's the last one for you, Kent?
The last one, I got the last Ash. I think the Astro World album he had. I had a youngster
whole
from the library,
album?
and the reason why I even listened to it was because one of my library kids was
Put you
listening
on?
to
He
him.
got some hits.
So I'm like, let me see.
Yeah,
let
Travis
me,
Scott is talented.
And-
I'll say
Let me
last one I ever heard, Sicko Mob. Sicko Mob with Drake.
Ah.
Sicko Mob was
That-
hot.
it was
Look,
Drake was on that. So you
well, the
know,
guys, Drake kind of
they-
carried that.
Wow.
but it is what it is.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't
What
lie.
about you? What about you?
I don't have no
I
Travis
don't-
Scott on my playlist.
Right. I don't listen to Travis Scott.
At all.
I just heard some of the stuff he's done, but I don't like
the radio
I'm not-
and shit.
Yeah, I'm not an avid listener of Travis Scott.
That's
I don't know
actually a
anybody that's
surprise.
avid listener
That's a
of
surprise
Travis
to
Scott.
me that I have. This is my hip hop playlist from the '90s. This is from '80s to today.
You don't got
40
no
years
trap.
of music.
You don't
so I got
no trap.
12
Astro World,
12
and then I got
tracks.
Birds of the Trap.
Birds of the Trap?
Yeah. So I got the whole Astro World
You
album,
download the whole album. That's
and
okay.
then I got Goosebumps. I like that the track Goosebumps.
Yeah, Goosebumps.
I
He
ain't
don't
even
make.
remember
He
that. I
make
ain't
pop
even remember that
music.
song.
He's
Yeah,
a pop. He's a pop
pop-
artist.
He's
Yeah.
a pop
He's a
rock
pop
artist. I
artist.
think
Yeah.
like a pop rock artist. Like,
Yeah.
he borders that rock line. You know.
I didn't-
Stargazing. Oh, he was in.
Stargazing
He
go
was in
hard.
Do Rag Activity.
Stargazing go hard.
Do Rag.
So it's, I mean, it's. I feel music is like you said. Music is influential. Music is probably the closest thing we can get outside of sex to a spiritual level,
True.
and even with gospel, certain
can't
and no
touch it, bro.
disrespect, no disrespect. I got
No,
a
you
car
good.
and a Clark. You know what I'm saying?
good.
Kurt Franklin.
Is certain churches will play certain songs at certain times,
Absolutely.
at certain moments to invoke certain. So you can give a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like music
Give
is
not
music is a
grudgingly,
device that
Nor
you have to be protective of. So if me and my wife funking and I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna go straight to those instrumentals on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because it's light, it's not heavy, it's nothing I have to think about.
Yeah.
Now I like songs that are like, man, I done got it out the mud. I done been, and I had to shift how I listen to music because I would listen to music that was like, it's Kent, I gotta get it. But it's like, it's not just Kent anymore. It's Kent, Courtney, Cassidy, Keelan, Keyshawn, Caden. So now I gotta think on the aspect of, I know, I
That's
should
a
have
lot of
thought
cookies.
twice. Should have did that different. But now I have to cultivate music that makes me, that invokes my happy genes. So I listen to kids soundtracks, movie soundtracks. So
The little
in the
bops.
morning, get the little bounce. You know what I'm
Kids
saying?
Bop. You listen
That's
to Kids
real.
Bop 2021?
Nah, not kids bops. You know what I'm saying? Not kid bops, but I definitely still
cancel him right there.
I definitely still a kids movie soundtrack.
That's
real
the
quick.
that's the daughters.
Nah,
The daughters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Jay Clark. No.
That's the daughters.
That boy didn't listen to the
Hey,
Frozen
bro.
soundtrack too many
Hey,
times.
if we need to,
Bro,
it's whatever.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, and say that like y'all said, I feel like I can see how music influences people, bro, based off the people I have in my life, bro.
Mhm.
I live like I come from like a different generation. And y'all come from a generation where music was like 90s to 80s generation. That music still hot. Like I was born in 2000. You feel me? 2010. So I'm catching the back end of what I'm hearing to be hot, and like I'm still having to make like my own musical identity as like who I am as a person, and just building on music that I fuck with like throughout time. And I can see like my differences like of the music that I fuck with and the people that rock with different type of music. Or I say it like this. I'm a dude like I'm just talking to my homie the other day. Really never listen to any Common songs like that.
Okay.
Now,
Common?
now my OG, my family, bro, chill. Neo Soul, look, vibe type music. Lauren, Common, you feel me? Earth, Wind, you feel me? The Tribe, you feel like vibe music, bro. So that's the type of music I make. That type of music, and that's the type of music I gravitate to. I got homies that like drill shit. You feel me? They like the Chief, and like Herb, and like Dirk. And they live different lifestyles than me, bro, and I can see that.
Right.
And I can say that, damn, that might be an influence from music, bro.
Right.
'Cause I can think of a thing. I can think of like a thought process where I'm like, man, Common, where is the light that shines? Look, when I wake up in the morning, bro, and feel good off of that shit.
Hey,
bro.
Bill.
Coming
Look,
through the window.
Hey.
Look,
Y'all
my bro listening. Look, nigga. He waking up, I'm riding with it. But like, no, this the Herb, no, this the drill,
Right,
bro. But you feel me? That
I
give
like
you
Herb.
different shit.
I like G Herbo.
They give you different feelings, bro.
But
Yeah.
people
I can
don't.
see that.
No one knows this until we had a conversation. Like I was controlled by music for a long time because I only listened to rap and hip hop, and I didn't know no different. Like I thought I'm a young black boy. I'm supposed to listen to rap and hip hop.
Right.
But as I got older, I got to
yeah.
college. Like I'm an Olivet. You feel me?
Bro,
So I can't. So I can't walk around with my headphones on. Like I just look mean all day.
I did when
You know
I
what
went
mean?
to school at Olivet. I was
Jesus,
mean.
you're so
Why everybody looking at me funny? You know what I mean?
Jesus,
So
you're so
Right,
nice to us.
I just had to. You just got to tone it back.
Come
a little
on,
bit.
Jesus.
I started talking more to my sister, like who I should be listening to, like different type of, introduce me to LMAs of the world and just different
Right,
type of
right.
music,
She
different
told you
type
Erykah
of
Badu.
vibe.
Your sister got heavy Erykah
Erica,
Badu.
And it-
hey,
it's crazy,
don't
bro.
put me on Erica
It is
heavy.
crazy,
That's
bro.
like,
Erica's
Yeah.
Go.
Great.
That's
Oh,
all.
yeah.
Great.
And it's
we had
crazy,
God
bro.
in a physical form. I think.
Man.
Cause I remember like my
Erykah
first.
Badu-ish.
Absolutely.
I remember my first couple like months going into college, bro, and like seeing like, all right, I can't study the drill music, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot study the
that
drill,
was
bro.
it.
I
That
could
was
live
it,
to
bro.
it. I could definitely
I
live
can,
to
bro.
it.
I can.
I used to try to
You can
read.
lift-
I
Man.
could
I'm
definitely
all
try to
there,
read
bro.
the drill.
Studying and hearing, look, yeah, I'm riding with it. Nah, right. That make you get excited, bro. That make me
You
I
can't.
want to
You
go to a
can't
party,
settle down
bro.
and focus. Like
So no cap, that's when I like found like older like Bobby the Barge, like bro, you feel me?
Okay.
That's where I was catching like 80s and like 70s and like 60s vibes, bro, because it was melodic and they were still telling a story, bro.
Yeah.
And that was working my brain.
let me
That was
ask this:
vibing
You
me,
played? Did you play football in college?
bro. Yeah, a little bit.
That was the other thing too, I bet. Because when you was in the football years, rap was easy to listen to. Because like when you in the football years, all you listen to is rap. I listen to some rock when I play football, like
It's like
just
Nick-
to get excited, like pregame. You know what I'm saying? Day before the game, you listening to rap and just.
I'm like niggas was working, bro. I'm going to the practices. You feel me? Oh wait, they trying to get a boy a chance. They not really trying to get a boy a chance like that, bro.
Oh, you talking about college?
Man, yeah, college
That's
ball.
all.
It's like so, you give up on those dreams, bro. You give up on that dream. You feel me? But that music and that like those vibes when you just trying to study or you just trying to get some shit going, that stick with you. Those pull up in your playlist, bro. Like I didn't know how hard Rebecca Black was. I didn't know how hard she was, bro. Until I got to hearing those songs when I was messing with a girl, she low key worked me over, and I'm sad in the room, like damn.
A little sad.
I'm
sad ass boy.
I can have feelings. Nigga have feelings. Somebody validate my feelings, gentlemen.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother
real,
conversation.
yeah.
And like for me, like to click when I started doing ambition, you know what I'm saying, making that my hashtag.
Shout out, Shake the Fear,
Get
Shake
some
the
merch,
Fear,
man.
Ambition.
Get
Get
some
some
merch.
merch,
Hoodies,
Man, get
t-shirts,
some merch,
jogging
yo.
pants.
Y'all know
hoodies,
that.
t-shirts,
Go pick
pants,
some of that up.
everything.
And so when I got the hashtag ambition concept, it came from listening to Meek Mills and
Matter
Wale.
of fact, sorry. I need to get what's it called, the Diamond Keys.
Oh, Keys got
Yeah,
gems.
I need to get one. I need to get one today.
That-
I'm gonna pay you for
You
it.
can
Let's
say
go. Let's
Yeah.
go. I about that bread too.
Yeah.
But when I heard that track, and I was having a hard transition from early 2000 hip hop, 90s hip hop to this new 2010 hip hop. I was struggling with it because not that I couldn't understand it, I just didn't like it. I couldn't catch it. But I didn't relate to the stories. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard the song Ambition and the way it came on, because Wale got a poetic vibe to me, regardless of how he rapping, it's more poetic. And so as he's talking about ambition, and he says that it's something that's in your veins, I'm listening to it, and as he's doing the bridge, he's closing it out. That's what made me fall. I had to look up the word because I didn't know what the word meant. I didn't know what it meant. I always heard it, but I didn't know what the definition was. When I looked it up, that's when I was like, damn, I'm working on something that's requiring me to work hard, that's causing me to be determined. But if you look at the bars, as soon as he get done saying ambition, something's in your veins, it's priceless, everybody got it, then the first thing Meek says is, I'm standing on the corner selling dope. Like, that's the first. So I have to bleep it. I used to have to bleep it out when I went to schools because it was like, I'm playing this song. Then next thing you know, he talking about selling keys. But I never, I didn't associate it. I didn't say, you know what, in order for me to be ambitious, I had to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't my life. That wasn't what I wanted to do. So I took it and I put it in the concept of me in these books. Like, I'm slanging these books. I'm the library guy. I'm going to schools. And so when I listened to it, I took myself away from what they were saying, what they were doing, because they're talking about drugs, the whole track. But I took out the motivation of ambition. And so I think for a lot of people, they take out pieces of these songs and they relate to it, and they got that the beat is always gonna catch us, and that relation to that piece of the song is what makes them love the song, not necessarily the depression
Right.
that comes from it, and they're dragged down because you're not aware of it. They can't help it. You're not spiritually inclined to understand.
I feel like you have to be like conscious, that knowing that's what you need to be pulling from that, and knowing that that's all you can get from this. This general message, because the message that's really laid in front of me is something totally different. But it's like you said, bro, if you unconscious of that, you're gonna fall in the trap every time. You're gonna fall in the trap every time, bro. And then my ambition will be slinging these keys, slinging rocks, instead of slinging the books and shit.
You definitely motivated the streets though. Like, I know bro talked about earlier, but like
real,
I
bro.
ain't like last year, right?
Real, bro. I'ma
When you
tell my
started
story,
the Shake the Fear movement. I'm trying to think of how many businesses in Kankakee of young people popped up after that movement started. Cause when you started that Shake the Fear movement, I felt like a shift in the city. Like, I'm always on the positive side. Even when the worst things are happening, I'm always remain positive and focused. But you really changed my life, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I know you changed my life. I know you changed people I won't name. People we talked about on this show, like, that are moving right now because of that Shake the Fear movement. In the midst of COVID, pandemic,
Man, I received it.
businesses closing, like, we had a lot of young people stepping out on faith and moving, bro, including myself. And that started with seeing older people in my community saying, go forward, bro.
I received that because you killing the game, bro. Like, I be like, let's go. Every time I see a car post, let's go. I see a car, I'm like, let's go. So I received that because I feel like that I'm that middle child that J. Cole was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm that bridge to the older heads and the younger generation, and the stubbornness and the tiredness of the older heads. I have to let them know why the younger generation is ready to move, why they squirrely, why they won't listen, and then at the same time still find myself and still repair what was damaged from my inexperience. And so, I wanted people not to have to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm perfect, not because I got it all figured out, you know what I'm saying, but because I knew how much I hurt. How much I've been sitting on. So, like, I received that, man. I received that.
I could really stand on those words for you, bro. For real. Like he said, you wasn't just instrumental to one person in the kids, bro. You was instrumental to damn thousands of people, bro. I can, bro. When I said I can literally validate that. I was telling you in the whip, bro. Like I said, I was 12, 13 years old. You come to the school library, dude. Hey, some guy want to talk to y'all about school and what's going on so far. I'm in a trio program, bro. Sitting down, look. I know shit getting bad. I know you probably looking at your books.
I probably
looking
did say
at your
that shit
school,
too.
bro. Yes, bro. For real, talking to us. I know stuff getting bad. I know you looking at your books and you got all D's and you got all F's right now, bro. Not knowing that he talking to me. Not knowing that he talking about my life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing that this is something that's like damn near inspiring me to become better. He telling us like look at myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how far I've came right now. From I remember him saying plain as day, bro. If I'm lying down, 1.2 GPA. 1.2 GPA, bro. Then they're all D's. Remember him saying it, bro. Remember him saying it, and I thought to myself as well, like I got a 1.273. Look, maybe I'm doing a little bit better than bro. We in the same boat. You heard me? We in the same boat, bro. And it's like coming from that and understanding, like, man, I can do something more in my life. I can do something different with my life. That build creation, bro. And that's the way I can say that kind of pushed me to where, man, I don't got to do what everybody else do. I can go be a comedian, bro. I don't got to be no rapping nigga. I don't got to be look, if I don't want to do the school shit, I could go be a funny dude. I could go inspire people, bro. I can go make people laugh through my inspiration. Like, bro, inspired me. No cap, bro. You inspired me.
I received that, man. I received that. And I had a 0.64 GPA. That was my first 2 years of college, man, after getting my GED. But I received that. And a lot of people don't understand those flowers. You got to give people their flowers while they living. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what to expect. John, like, man, we gotta make this run real quick. Jump this car. We riding. I'm like, yeah, you know.
Hey, man. Look, y'all know that. Hey, life goes. This life's good.
Look, this
is life.
That just speaks about the process, because I didn't expect you to come in dropping gems like you did when you jumped in the whip. Like you jumped in and took it through the DeLorean. We went back. You know, you was telling me the class, and I remember in that trio group, y'all was bad. Y'all was something else, man. That's probably why I probably did cuss too. Like, y'all get y'all shit together. But it's you never know, man. You never know. And I started doing that because I saw other men doing that. You know what I'm saying? Through brother to brother. Shout out to Marcus Strother, Dan Harris, Dr. Leonard Porter, and Ken Cripe. And Joe Lightfoot, and they put us in position. Vince Clark, your pops.
Brother to brother, that's a very familiar name.
Yeah. Brother to brother was challenged me as I'm coming back from that 0.64 GPA. My kid was 2 years old. I was co-parenting. I was homeless all over again, and it was like I had to do something different. And now I'm this old guy at KCC. All these kids that's coming in with my library kids. You know how they coming to high now, they coming to college. I'm like, I got to get up out of here. And it's like 2008, 2009. So it was like, you got to do something different. And so they challenged me to tell my story. And I started telling my story. And through my story, I started seeing connections, not only to black people and black men, but I started connecting with white people. I started connecting with people who identified as something different. You know what I'm saying? And so
all types of walks of people.
All types of walks. Didn't know. I thought it was just black men, because I'm a black man. So I know my pain. I know what we've been through.
Thousands, bro.
So I received that, man. And we keep the keys got gems. We all have a story. We all have y'all inspired me. Seeing what you doing with your, I be looking at you like, man, I got to get off my ass, man. Jonathan, he keep coming up. His price going to keep going up until I get back in the booth. And then seeing what you and your brother have been doing just that, and like literally watching y'all grow up. Like leave high school and y'all just go off and do y'all thing. And just the Clark family in essence, it's like, I'm rooting. Like, let's get this. You know what I'm saying? And so I receive those gems, man, because sometimes when you in that mud, you don't see that. You don't see how far you've come. You don't see that you can go somewhere. And I didn't know that seed. I knew the seed would hit because Roland Johnson at the library used to tell me all the time, pull your pants up. One day you're going to have kids. One day you're going to have this. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Almost 25 years later, like,
you the same dude. Pull your pants up.
Now,
right.
Yeah,
right.
Now you know. Until I get to the crib, and then my kids be like, "Dad, pull your pants up." Like, man, I'm at the crib, man. I'm rough.
Dad, come on. Pull your pants up.
I'm stacking at the house.
Hey, the library guy, like, I worked people, and it's funny because it's like people see me in the streets or they'll see me at the bar or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I grew up on Rosewood and Hickory. Like, I'm South Side. Now, I'm not so Kankakee. I grew up on the North Side. You know, that's you real Kankakee. You grew up on the North Side.
Type of animal.
Before black people can migrate over Court Street. You know what I'm saying? That's old school Kankakee. But you got to embrace yourself. So I am who I am, and I love it. And you know, like with Travis Scott and many of these artists, you know, it's about understanding your power and your story and the power that your story has. And it's like, what is it that you want to leave? So I hope that he I feel like he feels this because I watched his documentary. You know, I listened to some of his stuff from podcasts, interviews.
It now, if you don't,
I hope he understands. He definitely gonna understand it.
Yeah.
When somebody lose a life, and like you said, my name is all over this.
Yeah.
So it's like if somebody came to Shake the Fear conference. I don't know why somebody would get killed there, but if you came to Shake the Fear conference and something happens and somebody die, we're not trying to take lives.
Right.
We're not trying to take lives.
And it's also a part of like not just this Travis Scott thing, but it's a part of being a leader.
Right.
Is accepting things that even aren't your fault. If it's not even firsthand your fault, because it's still down the line it's your fault.
I feel that.
But even though, like, because it's been so many times, like,
Is Travis Scott a leader? Sorry to cut
you. Said, what, is he a leader?
Bro, he a leader of
Absolutely.
people, bro. He got definitely has a following.
I
bro.
will say
If
almost.
he got a following.
I would say pretty much every artist is a leader in their own way. Every if they have a mainstream, if they have a following, they're leaders.
I say anybody that has a following is a leader, bro.
Yeah. Social media influencers, they're all leaders. Now, what you do with that leadership and how you lead people is gonna change, of course, depending on what you do, depending on who you are, depending on like what your whole agenda is. But with Travis Scott, I know there's some type of so what I don't want to say is like he should take the blame. He should sit down. He should be canceled. No.
Bro, that's what they want, bro.
Of course, they be thirsty to cancel.
Send them in jail, bro.
They be thirsty to. They not gonna send him to jail. They not gonna send him.
They trying to put press charges on this man, bro.
He can't.
His family's especially like even though
they
paid for all their funerals. They even gave them money on somebody. Yo, I know this shit even hurt, so I'm gonna give you money just cause, and I'm gonna pay for the funeral. And you still gonna try to roll him, bro.
He sounded more and more like an instrument to me.
You still
we
try
can
to
talk
roll
about
him,
that
bro.
off record.
Where he getting all this cash flow from?
That's what I'm.
Look,
Sounds pretty easy.
He
dude.
giving meals,
And he ain't going to jail. He's gonna be protected.
Yeah.
He did have a McDonald's meal though.
Sound
that joint was flying though.
Endorsement alone.
He
was
said that
flying.
joint was playing.
I saw that. That's what made me watch the documentary. Like,
Yeah.
real talk. Because I heard my kids was talking about it. I had a couple tracks at the time, you know what I'm saying, on the phone. So I was like, damn, Travis Scott, we can get meals. So I'm telling my wife, like, so when I get my meal, what we going, when I'm gonna put it, you know, I don't like to. And then she was like, there's a documentary, let's watch it. So that's how we ended up watching it. So it's like that marketing and like you said, the instrument, like, because it's so easy to be an instrument. You could be an instrument at your job. Like, if you're doing something for somebody else's pocket or they bottom line, and it's costing you, and you're not. I just feel like you just it's so easy to get put in that pocket, man, or get put in that place for money. You know what I'm saying? And they use your own pain to do it. And that's the crazy part, because I feel like artists put what they know in their music. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when you sign that deal, bro, we talk about this a lot on the show. I don't know why, but when you sign a deal, bro, it really be damn near a life or death moment. And a lot of artists don't understand that in the moment. Cause they like, man, yo, these niggas trying to offer me $100,000 off the rip. They want to give me a honcho right now, not knowing that. Oh, okay. Every dollar that you spend on that honcho, we need for you to make $10. Look, off that. So that's an investment from us. That's really not no bread that we giving you, God. Hey, we giving you that bread to make more shit for us.
So you
and make this shit happen for us, bro.
You still signing that deal?
I ain't cap.
Depending on what the deal
on
is,
who it is, what position you in. Bro.
Deals
you can't
like
take no
the way you structure, and I know people do not understand this because most of all, they're not in the industry.
Bro, take a rapper off the street.
So you the way, but the way they structure deals, the way
I'm homeless, bro.
But wait, the way they
you not gonna take it?
But wait, the way they structure deals is completely different. Like every deal is not you do this and you get this. Every deal is not that way. That's why you got to have a good manager, and I know people are not educated about it. That's why having a good man. It's just like sports and entertainment. It's just like sports contracts.
Yeah.
Just like LeBron going to sign with
finish school.
Right.
That's
Read. It's the same.
Writing,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know what? We want like a Rich Paul LeBron's manager going to the Lakers saying, "We want $100 million guaranteed." That's whether he injured or he playing. We want $100 million guaranteed because what they do is they know how to negotiate what the stance of LeBron is, and the team has their own lawyers and attorneys that negotiate as well. It's the same thing in the music industry. So you have your team that's negotiating for you. You know what? We want these terms. Now, I know people in the industry. I know people that have deals, and I've seen in like these details. So when people start talking hypothetically of how deals work, and I'm like, no, that's not how I've seen them. Now there are deals that are left-sided where you don't have so much. Like I get people coming to, like I had one person say, if you give me free studio time, I'll bring my speakers in there so you can use them. Bro, I don't need your speakers. That's him trying to negotiate with me how he can get in there.
That's what's up.
But
I respect that.
How you feel
I
about
respect it, but you ain't getting there.
I respect that.
I respect it, but you ain't getting
But
there.
I was gonna, if I'm a star of that magnitude,
Are you a star of that
Travis,
magnitude?
Travis,
know,
Drake,
bro.
whoever. First of all, if I'm any type of artist, the way
If
I see
gotta
it,
bring speakers
I'm
in
not
to pay
signing,
for a set.
bro.
Look,
I'm not
look.
signing no deals that I'm not involved in writing. If you're selling my IP, my intellectual property, something that came out of my mind, I'm not signing any deal that I'm not involved in writing. How can you, a company,
J. Clark.
come to me and buy me? I'm not for sale.
A lot of people
So
don't
let's
know
figure
that.
out how
J.
we can
Clark.
partner together
Yeah,
and
yeah.
contractually figure this out. But you're not finna come buy me. I'm not for sale.
Who these deals coming from, bro? Who these deals going to? They going to people. Oh, the hood dude that just was rapping and he caught it. They going to the rap folks that was struggling and he needed.
That's what it come.
You
That's
feel
what
me?
it come down
That-
to.
that- it
So
be that
are you
demand, bro.
gonna
It be the
sign that
demand,
deal?
bro.
Are
It
you
be
gonna
the
sign
demand,
that deal?
bro.
That's what it comes
Depends on
down
what
to.
the deal is.
If you got family, you got people that been hungry, bro, and they trying to give you $300K and they telling you, look, it's gonna come a time.
Well, yeah, and it depends on what
we gonna need a little extra from.
it depends
Look,
on
you feel me?
depends on what the
Bro,
deal
you can't
is.
tell me you not biting, bro.
You gonna sell? Are you gonna sell your people out for the deal? That's what it comes down to.
I'm done helping my people. If anybody, I'm selling myself out. But I'm not saying that I would even take it. But if anybody that be selling themselves out and helping the people surrounding them, you feel me? In the benefit of them, because that money is no strings attached to them. The only person that's contracted is myself. You feel me? So like you said, if my family starving, hungry, bro, you can't say 200K deal off of rap.
He know he
or
would. I don't know why he acting like he
TikTok,
would.
I wouldn't
Like,
eat it. I
so
wouldn't
you
bite
telling
it,
me
bro.
you
Y'all gonna eat off 200K forever? Off of
200K put me in a position to eat.
Off of
200K
200K advance at that.
for a
200K
200K
put me
that
in
could
a
set
position
you
to
up
eat
for a 20 million.
How many people that got 200K from a
I'm not worried
hip
about
hop
that.
advance
I'm not
ended
worried
up with
about
20 million?
I'm not worried about
How
that.
many
bro.
people?
I'm just worried about how I'm gonna
200K.
do that. I'm just
Man.
worried about how I'm gonna do that, bro.
What is a Jay Z?
I'm not worried about that.
What is a Kanye West? What is it?
Why am I worried about how
two
many?
in a billion?
Why would I worry about how
Two-
many, bro?
2 in a billion.
Why am I
That's what
worried
Jay Z
about how
and
many,
Kanye West
bro?
are. What do
Why
you
am I worried
mean?
about
Right,
how many,
so
bro? I'm
they-
worried about how I can do it.
But he just
How I-
wait, he just said who do we know that turned a deal into 20 million
In advance.
in advance?
200K advance.
Do
You
you-
talking about rappers, bro? You
20K?
talking about? Come on, bro. Come on.
So
If I
I
get
got-
if
if
I
I
get an
got
average rapper
$50,
200K,
it's
If I got
equated to
$50 in my account, Jake.
Okay,
Clark,
but wait,
no,
but
let's-
wait,
I'm
it's
not gonna
equated
take
to the
this
same
200K.
way.
let's
If you
let's
got
talk about it. Y'all
$50
yelling
in
and
your
stuff.
Account,
Let's talk about it.
got
You talking
family
about-
We
members,
gotta
bro.
see this
Think about
contract.
it, Ruben.
I'm definitely ready to sign it. I
Ruben,
need
you
to see
taking
the
care of
contract.
your people.
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read that motherfucker. I'm
Right.
gonna job.
Bro,
The
I'm
people
gonna
be mad. I'm gonna
bro.
read every
You
line.
taking care of your
What
people
I'm saying,
though.
bro, what we saying is we're not gonna do nothing too devious, bro. But at the same time, look, if they like, yo, wear this shoe instead of that shoe, I'm gonna do that. We say this every show, bro. If it's minor changes, I'm gonna do that for sure,
Yeah,
for sure, because I need to
So
put
just
myself.
like-
That's called the setup.
But wait, no, just like
That's called the setup.
did you go to the bank
Bro.
and get a loan?
Did I go to the bank?
Yeah, did you go to the bank and get a loan for your business?
Of course I did.
Of course,
Okay,
you
so
What do you mean?
so
did.
what?
And that was money that they gave you.
Are
to
you paying?
Think that your
Are you
business
paying
would
that
be good
back
enough
plus
for-
more to them?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the same way of that investment working for you in your business is just the same. It's the same as an artist. you have certain stipulations in your deal and in your loan that you have to meet. You have requirements that you have to meet in order to get this money and or in order to not receive a penalty and all of that stuff.
And
you got
plus-
requirements that you got to meet.
That's a different
Plus, you
type of
have the
situation,
information, bro.
How?
Plus,
Because you got
the
so you got the label and you have, hey, I'm going to give you 50,000, but in order for me to make my money back, we need you to do this, and then we're going to do this. So it's the same as you saying.
Stop it, bro.
You saying like
You can't say that you're not gonna do that, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
no, he may not.
When shit get,
He
when
may
shit
not
get
because
tough,
it's
shit get
different.
tough,
Because we talking about business and art. That's two different things. Like,
True.
Not
me
really.
working with a bank is
Music business is still business.
But if you're an artist,
Music creation, that's different.
but if you're an artist though,
But music business
Like-
is still business.
But if I'm
I
making
be
financial profit
trying to
off
understand
of my
like the mind of a
business,
producer and an artist. Like,
bro. What he's, bro?
I'm just a little
the fact
different.
that
I
I'm an
take pride in
artist is
who
a
I am.
business.
So if I'm creating something from my mind and on a musical tip, I'm
music
not gonna just sell it.
music creation. So as a producer,
You ain't trying
I
sell
had
the
to
music that you
learn.
make, bro.
You say what?
I'm not
He-
selling my. I'm
he
not
just said
selling
he
my
just said
IP. Like, I'm not selling my persona.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
not
letting you
he's not an
mold
artist.
That's
me.
not what we're saying, though, bro.
Letting you mold me to
but
who you want me
music
to be.
creation, and I have to tell people this all the time. Announcement: I'm gonna be doing a masterclass soon because I know people will always be asking me random questions. But the music creation is separate than the music business because the music business is still ran as a business. It's still a business. There are deals. There's what's the word? Investments. There's returns. It's the same. The way they run music business is still structured. The words are different, but it's still a structured business. There's a blueprint for it. Music creation, there is no blueprint for it. There's no right and wrong. And there's a difference because what you do is you take the creation and you place it in music business and then you try to sell it. So that's all the difference. So like me as a producer, I had to change and restructure the way I make tracks to make them marketable and make people want to buy them. Now, at the end of the day, if I'm just doing it as a hobby, it's completely different. I can do whatever the heck I want to do. But I want people to buy my stuff because I want to pay my bills.
I want, bro.
I want people to buy my tracks.
Lucrative.
So I
want it
have to
make money, bro.
So I have to restructure what
what
the
makes
way
it a
I'm
business.
doing. I have to restructure the way I make my tracks. Even the instrumentation that I use. If I know that guitars are popular in a certain demographic of music, I'm going to use guitars. Now, there will and could come a time where there is something that is innovative that, like I said, in music creation, there is no blueprint. There can be something that I do that is innovative that changes the way I do, that changes the industry, just like a Kanye West. Whereas sampling, it wasn't as popular when he did it, but when he did it, we see everybody doing sampling. And so, like within music creation, it still has to be a popular thing that people will buy it as an item.
So is
True.
Kanye able to keep his intellectual property with
Now
him
he is.
evolving?
Now he is.
Oh,
He just got out of in his interview. He said he's out of Def Jam. Now what people don't realize in music labels is they do the work as an artist. You cannot focus on who to sell, like marketing. You can't focus on your cover art. You can't focus on and do music. People don't know how hard it is to be an independent artist because of all of the money that needs to be fronted, the connections that you need to do certain shows, to get in certain radio stations, to get on certain
TV shows,
platforms.
shit like
That's what the industry. That's why the labels are important because they have relationships. So where shout out Drippy, he got a industry. So when Donda happened, he had tickets way down front because the label gave them to him. So now he's in areas with other huge artists where I got to sit up way up top because I don't have that connection that the industry that has. Whether my talent and my gift is there or not, whether my business is there or not, I have to sit way up top. There are certain rooms that money can't get you in. There are certain places and relationships that money can't buy you. And so when you talk about Def Jam, they got 50, 100-year relationships with radio stations, 100-year relationships with McDonald's and different different companies and
You can't say
different
money don't start conversations.
and different businesses. So when
definitely does.
You can't say
people
money
talk
don't start
about
conversations,
like
bro. if I got the money to flatline those radio stations, to flatline those streaming sites, bro. You can't say me that bread can't put me in the room to do that.
they can't. Name 5 artists that don't have a label at all right now.
That don't have a label at all.
That are making it.
That aren't signed by a label.
No, they have no label connection at all.
What if it's their own label?
No, they have no label connection to their own. They can have their own, but they have no label connection to anybody else.
I couldn't. Are they surviving?
NY rapper be
That-
love. Look, DC the Don right now. I think
You said they have. Okay, so if I look it up on my phone, they have zero. I'm thinking for sure. I don't know for sure, but I feel like for the most part, last time I checked, these boys. Because even Chance the Rapper got label connects.
Bro, like I said, bro, but I didn't say anything, but the money can get you into the conversation, bro. You can't say that money can't put me in the position.
Let me
to
tell you
at
what
least-
people
to
do.
At least work me.
Let me
at
tell
least
you,
work me
because
my
I'm
place.
gonna tell you this
Let's
tidbit.
be real, bro.
No, I'm gonna
If
tell you this
I
tidbit.
can't afford a
Ruben, they gonna take your money
$500
and they gonna go. They gonna take. I'm telling you what this industry does. They gonna take because I do it sometimes myself.
So I can't.
They gonna take
I
because
can't capitalize,
hey, I pay you $1,500 to do such and such with me. All right,
bro,
I do it. They got
I can't
it.
capitalize off of opportunity.
I'm not
You
saying
don't know how many people, bro. How many people then? Okay, I'm an independent artist. Let me save up 10K, 20K. Do a song with somebody hot right now.
Mhm.
Do a song with somebody hot right now. That song blow up. Then I drop a track. Then I drop a mixtape after that.
Mhm.
Off of doing that song, my mixtape fake blow up just because I dropped a song with one of the hottest artists out right now.
Uh-huh.
That put me on a platform to start building my own self up, bro. You can't
But-
say that money
That's a
didn't
real
open those
It's a real
conversations.
expensive journey. I hope you
But,
guys
well,
are
money,
really-
like I
It's
said, if I
not
got
only
the
expensive,
money
it's
opening
a-
those
hope you got a
conversations,
hundred.
though, bro.
Yeah,
The money opening
but
those
money is not.
conversations.
So what Kanye West said. Even I said it earlier. Kanye West said he's a nomad now. So he went to
just living
Paris.
around, bro.
So he went to Paris. He called this little
Nah,
bag.
man, Kanye, I love you.
He called this little bag. It's actually genius to me. He called his little bag his home. He got a few essential things in there.
Bro, if
So-
I got $1 billion,
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish.
I
But
can
let me
live
fin-
everywhere.
Let me finish. Let me
That's what-
no, but let me finish.
Go ahead, bro.
So Kanye West says, he said, I got to Paris. I didn't have any clothes. I didn't have any underwear.
So I went and bought a $500,000.
No, they gave him clothes.
That's crazy.
He said, I had a meeting with the owner of Balenciaga, and you know what I wore the rest of my trip? Balenciaga clothes. He said, and I didn't pay a dime for it. He said, I've built enough relationships.
Has Yeezy
Like
done? Has,
equity.
He
Right.
said, I've built enough relationships now.
has
He
Yeezy
said, when
done
I
a
go,
collab with Balenciaga?
He what?
Has Yeezy done a collab with Balenciaga?
I don't think so.
No, but
Done a collab yet?
no, but we're talking about this stuff that he gets for, and it's not even just that. He's talking about friends and relationships that he said, my friend such and such stay
But
in
that's
Atlanta.
'cause that's because he has money, though. That's because he has money. He's a billionaire.
Right, but
Those
no,
money's open
but
ass
so you
shit
tell
off
no,
corner.
no way, because my brother is doing it right now. My brother is in Dallas. He just left Houston. He's in Dallas right now. He's going to Jacksonville. Then he's going to Atlanta. No, not Atlanta. And then he's going to DC. Then he's coming to Chicago. My brother has lived this way the last almost 2 years. That he has what it is he has a relationship with
I get
nobody.
I get what you're saying.
The people are. That's
Your
what I'm trying to
brother-
tell
I get
you.
what you're saying. I get what
He
you're
just
saying,
told me
though.
I was on the phone with him yesterday. He said I'm coming to Chicago. Somebody's buying my ticket, so it don't really matter how much it
Let me
costs.
break it down like this, though, because
Right,
what
so-
y'all really both making the same point to
What's
me. Because, you know, I see all these things as equal: money, time, relationships,
Mhm.
and knowledge.
Mhm.
So your brother, I almost said, I don't know what I could dollar figure it amount to, but your brother is a 20, 30 millionaire in relationships.
Absolutely.
Like, so the amount, and it's the same with Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you sign or whatever.
Mhm.
That's just a relationship at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Contract or not, it's a relationship. So
Uh-huh.
Sure.
when you get these relationships, you like there has to be a way to amount that. Not doesn't have to be, but in your
Mhm.
head there should be like
Yeah.
you just up in the scale.
Yeah.
Like you're rich in relationships. You're
Yeah.
rich in knowledge.
Absolutely.
You're rich in money.
Absolutely.
Each
I'm
one
not
can
even
get you
knocking,
into
bro.
different
I'm not
places.
even saying that it's not good to be known, bro, or for people to know your presence, who you are, and to have relationships with you, bro. Of course, that makes the world easier, bro. You feel me?
Each
That
one
make-
can do
that
the
make
same.
life
The point is,
transactions
each one
easy,
can do the
bro.
same thing, though. That's the point. The relationships,
That's what I'm
a
saying. You
wealth,
can't
a
say
wealth
that
of
money don't, though.
relationships.
You can't say
I-
that
I-
money
It's
don't.
absolutely
don't-
true.
I
A
don't
wealth of
agree that-
relationships
That
can get you the
money
same
don't.
thing as a wealth of money.
Bro, yes. Yes, because
no.
I can buy my way in
Why?
that.
No,
Why?
because you can't buy your way in everything.
You can't. You can.
You can't buy your way in
We was
everything.
just
I don't
talking
care
about-
who you
we
are.
was just
Yes, you
talking
can.
about. We was just talking about.
So you
hold
don't
on,
think-
bro. Hold on, J Clock, bro.
Mm-mm.
Oh wait, on the other show, on
You
the
can't
other
buy
show,
your way in because if money don't
On
matter
one-
to
hold
me,
on, wait,
how you
on-
gonna buy your way in?
on one of the past shows, bro.
If I don't like you, you ain't doing it with me.
Bro, on one of the past shows, then JC the man, 500K or a dinner with Jay-Z. I can take the 500K
Yeah.
and give Jay-Z 50K to
And
have
to
that
me,
same
it's-
dinner.
It's crazy you
Yeah.
brought
Is that
that
not
up
the
because
same
it came
thing?
back to
Is that not the
me.
same
To me,
thing?
a relationship with Jay Z again is worth more than
Right.
$500,000.
Is that not the
Right,
same
and
thing?
that's-
though?
$500,000 can only evaporate. A relationship with Jay Z is forever.
But-
there's no,
Right.
there's
me
no comparison.
taking that 50K and having that same experience based off money, is that not the same shit? Did
No,
we
I
not
said you
just have
can't-
that same dinner?
I said you can't buy your way in everything. You taking one thing that I said and applying it to everything.
And we
I said you can't
gonna wrap it up. We gonna wrap it
Why
up.
this
But
shit into a relationship?
what I'm trying to get y'all to realize, y'all both right, is the amount of money and the amount of relationships can both get you the same thing, including a house, a car, a job, a ticket in a concert. Like the same way, okay, it's a mosh pit of people down there. He got in because of Def Jam. You telling me if you went down there and handed somebody $10,000 right now, the security guards, I got 10 stacks for you. Let me in this
Nah,
row.
he-
You don't think they would have let you in,
Here you
bro?
go, sir.
So you
What?
don't. Think,
Here
you
you
don't-
go, sir.
I have a. There's an artist.
Bro.
There's an artist. And
Yes,
Here's
or
a
no?
bag.
Like,
Here you go,
would
sir.
Here's
would
a
they have
bag.
let you
Yeah.
in?
Look,
Yeah,
VIP
but
pass.
so you telling me that money is stronger than relationships?
They
No,
can be.
that's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
saying
They're
they're
equal?
all
They're equal.
equal.
They're
Saying
level.
they
They're
can
all
equal,
equal.
bro.
They can all be
They
utilized.
can get you to the same
It
place.
depends
bro.
on how much you have.
So like I don't have a lot of money, but my relationship and networking
Mm-hmm.
skills
Mhm.
is my customer service skills
Mhm.
is what has given me opportunities
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
that me not having a lot of money
Make up
would
for it, bro.
have make up for it. It made up for
Yeah.
it.
They
You
can
know what I'm
equal.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, we've had some tragic events happen
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
recently for our family.
Mhm.
We ain't had the money. You know what I'm
And you had the
saying? So we
relationship,
we went to our village.
Yeah.
Because somebody OG was like, look, you have given to this village. Now you need your village.
Mhm.
So we put it out there to the village, and the village
Showed
Gave
up.
back,
showed
bro.
up, and it came in the form of a cash app. Some came over with groceries and left it on the porch.
Yeah.
Some people brought a couple cans of
Yeah,
beer, like, hey,
yeah.
bro, look, here's a 6-pack. We finna come over.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that level, and for some, they may be able to manage money more.
Mhm.
Some people may be able to manage relationships. Some people may be time. They got the time. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I think at this point for us as individuals, we got to start seeing what strength do I have, and how can I strengthen the areas that aren't strong. So like, I may not have a lot of money, but guess what? Me signing the contract, for me right now, like if I work with a school, if I work with somebody, I want to work on a contract that I help write. I want to work with you. You bring in your pieces, I bring my pieces, so we can have the perfect melody. Now, me just taking an offer and you say, hey, Ken, we're going to give you $100,000. We need you to do this. Do these as a sign. I'm not doing it because my time is valuable to me now. So that $100K, yeah, it's gonna take me more sweatshirts, hoodies that I might have to sell, but I'd rather have my time than that $100K right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's like understanding those levels and even now, like y'all share y'all relationship factors and how that your relationship, even though I may not have given you anything financially, but I've given you something else to be
Yeah.
like, you know what, man, if I'm in this particular space, I can call on Kent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's just understanding how to manage that, and then where is it that you want to be? Because it's like a lot of us want that bag because we grew up poor. We
Yeah.
grew up not having
Need
this,
that bag,
Yeah.
bro.
and there's a way to get the bag
No, you don't.
without
I
selling
definitely
yourself.
do. I can't cop, bro.
What
You
you
know?
No.
You talking about you don't need the bag, bro. I need that shit wrapped
You
up
would
in a
never-
bowl.
You
heard
would
me?
never,
gotta
you would
have
never
like
get
3
money
of
by
them bags.
chasing it. You'll never, ever, ever, ever get money by chasing
Tell,
it.
Right.
tell that to
Promise
Floyd
you.
Money Mayweather.
Floyd
he
Mayweather
was
is a boxer.
He was chasing
Money,
the money.
money chases Floyd. Floyd don't chase no damn.
Now
money. Don't
does.
get it.
I think
Those
and
fighting
I was
for
looking at
that.
his story because I'm not a big
Hey,
Floyd fan.
money chases Floyd.
Floyd
Fighting for money.
Floyd got
Money
tired.
chases Floyd.
Floyd in that '96 Olympics
Mm-hmm.
had something crack. He was hurt,
Uh-huh.
And it's something about pain that will pull out greatness.
Mhm.
And I think that his greatness, feeling that hurt, made him go harder in his craft. Him going harder in his craft is what brought him money. And so now that he was able to win fights and he able to get that money, now his money controls because it's like you said, like
Can't nobody tell me no money gonna bring you happiness, bro.
Really?
It
Even
just
if-
can't. Like people who think
I don't
that
know.
are
What's the name
confused
said?
have
Hey,
never had money, bro.
No,
Like,
the dude, what's the name said? Mark Cuban.
What he say?
I love
said-
Mark Cuban. He's funny.
Mark Cuban said, people say money can't buy you happiness, but I disagree.
How much you got, bro?
He's a billionaire.
billionaire,
right?
bro. He's happy
Look,
anyway.
I never
He's
had to
happy.
worry
He's
about
happy
it.
anyway.
But to
I
say,
never have to worry about bread again, bro.
but to say that
Nigga,
money
you-
doesn't,
That's
I mean, it's not soul happiness, and it's money is not happiness itself.
Right.
That's not true.
Right.
But money can definitely bring you some happiness.
Happiness is temperamental anyway.
Right.
So it's not a last.
Because you
Emotion.
can't tell me when you
It
used to
comes and
when you
goes.
get
Emotion.
that direct
Every
deposit on
problem.
payday
Oh,
that you don't feel that you don't wake up with some energy like, "Oh, man, what can I do today?"
Okay, and then you start
Rejuvenated,
paying
spinach, bro,
bills.
like-
So you happy for a moment, and then you happy while
Okay,
you
so
paying bills.
but it still brought you that happiness, right?
That's the, I
Like,
think
he a
that's the
billionaire.
system on how we're making our money and paying our bills. If you go to 9 to 5, working your ass off to 9 to 5, but you got hella bills, so it's like you basically slaving
paying
away to
your ass back.
take care of your
Yeah.
needs.
Yeah.
But
And
like,
so it's
bro,
a-
I ain't okay,
Anybody chasing money is not happy.
God,
You
bro.
can't,
I'm
Answer me
with
this
you, bro. I'm
question,
with you.
cannot be happy
If
from a dollar, bro.
Every
I'm with
problem that you had that involved money disappear right now. You won't be a happy person, bro.
There'll be more problems after
Money.
Every problem that you had that involved money, bro.
I don't have no
Every
money. I
financial
don't
problem.
have.
Every financial problem.
No,
that you
Money
had
is
in the
just
past,
money, bro. Money
Every
is just
financial
money is a figment in our minds, bro. I don't give a it's money. If you want to talk to me about the relational problems I have right now, my family and stuff
hear you,
going
big
on, it's a
facts.
different story. Like, but money is, I can file for bankruptcy, bro. And then what is money? Like, then it all go to zero
Yeah,
anyway.
That's crazy.
It's a figment, bro. You can get to $3 billion in debt and file bankruptcy. Now you at zero again.
There's
Now
many-
what?
there's so many
So
pieces,
So what?
man.
So
many
don't talk to
pieces.
me about money, bro. You can go get some more.
Look,
Go get some more.
Because if you get money
I
in
hear
it,
you.
you get
I
money,
hear
then
you,
people
bro.
you
I hear
love
you, bro.
die. That money ain't going. There's no comfort.
Yeah.
I used to speak. I wanted to speak for money.
Tell Rocka
You know?
that, though.
But then when you get
Ninth
those-
heart.
Man.
I got my 30th
But
lungs
but
in,
you
bro.
but you
I
onto
got
something
my
though. You onto
30th
something
pair of
about
lungs.
not chasing that money because I want to be a speaker so I can get paid. But then when I realized that my speaking is changing lives, I start focusing on that. Then I start getting paid, like
Absolutely.
because I was authentically doing what I wanted to do, and I wasn't
Fuck
just
with that,
doing
though.
it to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Love it though.
You
And
just
I
keep
love
hitting.
it.
You keep hitting walls. You keep hitting walls. Like until you realize what you're doing is bigger than the dollar, you will never.
I feel that.
There's
though,
no you
I
hurting
can't disagree
yourself.
with
Really,
that.
you just
I can't
putting a
disagree with
ceiling
that,
on
big
yourself. Like it
Yeah.
ain't really nobody else around you that's
I'm not gonna flex, bro. I change what I said. Then I say financial freedom, bro.
There we go.
Financial freedom. You can't say having financial freedom wouldn't be a blessing to your life, bro.
financial freedom is a mindset. It's not a thing. You don't just go get
You
it.
can have a free mindset and still be in debt.
I'm free right now.
But a lot of people,
I'm free right now, bro.
a lot of people that's financially free are in debt.
How?
What do you mean? How? Like
Motherfuckers don't get
that's what
paid.
you gotta understand
bro.
money
Motherfuckers
before you go
don't
get
play
it.
along.
You know what I
No,
mean?
I'm
Playing
saying
that shit
explain
bag
explain
after
that. You said people that are financially free
Are in debt,
are in debt.
and that's a whole. That's a rabbit hole. But look,
Look, this has been another
the
episode
top 10,
of Real Nonsense. I'm your
top-
boy PGE.
I'm JC.
Jay Clark.
Yeah, we can talk about
Library guy can't wait.
Hey,
Hey, man, we
thanks
blessed
for coming on the
again.
show.
Yo.
Make sure y'all get some merch.
Bye,
So
bro.
Shake the Fair. You can find me on
When,
Instagram.
is your conference coming up?
No, we just had it in October.
Add me on Instagram
First
at
day-
Real PGE Super _.
First day of Scorpio season.
Oh,
Yeah, we
tagging
did
those,
that
bro.
already. Yeah, we did that already.
Why we not tagging the social media?
The
bro?
Instagrams.
Yeah, we might as well.
Hey, I'm at Jay Clark Real REEL at the
Go ahead,
end. You
tag
feel
Instagram.
me?
JCJAECI 612.
Tag it one time for me, Kent.
The library guy, not the library guy. The library.
Gangster tag.
Official.
Another one.